Can Guy whip his overs into shape before they perform in front of a superstar guest tomorrow?
I'm excited about this session because this is the first time I get to actually work with them one-on-one. Gives me a good idea as to how mentorable they are.
Nathaniel is first to see Guy, who questioned his commitment on day one of boot camp.
So many tears I've cried.
Nathaniel, if you were to make it through to tomorrow, you have to dig so much deeper.
But determined to prove Guy wrong, Nathaniel blew everyone away with his final boot camp performance.
I got a feeling. Sometimes I go too far within myself and I can't come back out. You could be my baby, gonna make you my lady. Girl, you amaze me, ain't gotta do nothing crazy. Said all I want you to do is be my love.
Okay. I think that sort of performance is sliding back into your audition phase. I think for our performance tomorrow, it's like one shot to impress. The biggest thing with Nathaniel is to take him away from performing for himself and doing licks and jamming to being able to hold an audience in the palm of his hand and performing for the people in front of him. It's like if you've got another song.
When a Man Loves a Woman by Percy Sledge.
So if you guys both hit the When a man loves a woman, that's already like goosebump stuff. As good as Nathaniel has been, you're only as good as your last performance, and I can only go, really, on what he does tomorrow.
41-year-old Justin Stanley originally started his X Factor journey in a bid to reconnect with his estranged children.
I've not seen them, and this is terrible, but it's been 12 years. I thought if I got over my nerves and my shyness up here and sang well enough, then perhaps they would see me on TV and feel proud of their dad.
Wow.
To honour his experience, Justin has chosen a very poignant song for this very important performance.
Well, take a look at me now, 'cause there's just an empty space. But you coming back to me is against all odds. It's a chance I gotta take.
If you can relate to it and if you can draw on your own personal experience, it's just going to help so much with the emotion of the song. Just sing from your heart. That's why I put you in this top 6.
I don't want to let Guy down. I don't want to let myself down. I don't want to let all those people that are supporting me down either.
27-year-old Sydney songwriter Danielle Blakey is yearning to be known as an artist in her own right.
I loved it.
Danielle, you got 4 yeses.
Yeah, one of the things I'd really love Guy to work on with me is coming out of my shell.
I would have given you all of my heart, but there's someone who's torn it apart.
Singing a song like the first cut is the deepest needs to have some emotion. It needs to have, I don't know, some rawness to it. I love your voice, love the tone of it, but I'm blocked by something. You're not letting me in.
I'm so nervous.
I know, but I just want to strip all of that away and just get to an even more fragile you and just see the vulnerability.
Sometimes it is hard to come across strong, so that was hard.
I feel like my whole life, I've always been in the background, and I am confident, I believe in myself, but sometimes it's hard to go that bit further, so I just have to find a way to do that.
Chris Kaiser, who's had previous success as a singer in the Philippines, is next to be mentored by Guy.
Do you think time?
But Chris is the only contestant in his category who has failed to impress Guy so far in the competition.
It just didn't blow me away. It's a no.
Wow, you saw it.
It's always a bit awkward when you say no to somebody and then they end up in your category. Chris.
Hey, Guy.
Welcome, buddy.
Thank you. Thanks.
But I guess for the person, it's harder for them because they've now got to prove me wrong.
Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the lights on the highway.
Just feels a little bit two-step.
Yeah.
You know, have your energy kind of like straight to who you're performing. Little things like that is going to make it young and more you.
Yeah.
We've got to find a way to make that song sexy and young and Chris Kayser.
We first met 26-year-old Rob Vegas at our Melbourne auditions and he impressed Mel.
You made me nearly have tears. You have got everything that this competition needs.
But will Rob be able to strike the same note with Guy?
The greatest thing about Rob is that he's got an incredible voice. That's a great starting point.
Baby, don't worry, you are my only. You won't be lonely. Baby, are you down, 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 down?
If you did that twice, I reckon you'd pretty much lose your voice.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm really full on about warming up. I'm going to be really on you. If you don't warm up, forget about it, because you're going to lose your voice. I'm a little bit worried about Rob. He came in a little bit unprepared. Vocally, he wasn't warm, and it felt like he kind of blew his voice out.
I think I could just tell by looking in his eyes that maybe he was disappointed. I don't feel like it's out of my reach just yet. I just need to get some sleep.
The next person to take on a mentoring session with Guy is 26-year-old Samantha Jade, an experienced singer who was once signed to a US record label.
I made a record and the record never came out and it all fell through.
Having known each other previously from the music industry, Guy is well aware of Samantha's struggles to succeed.
You're happy for her?
Oh, man.
I haven't cried on telly, and then you came along. I'm proud of you. I mean, you're a mate, and it kind of puts more pressure on the whole situation. If she doesn't perform on these home visits, I can't put her through over someone that's performed better.
You cut me open and
I think the biggest thing is eyes.
I know, I close them too much.
You have to open them.
Okay.
If you literally just showed that pain, and it's draining all of me.
Yeah.
And just stared straight down. She's a great singer, but now Sammy has to, well, overnight, turn into somebody that can't just rely on her vocals, but also can emotionally portray a song.